Hi everyone, this is Phil. This is my first post bag. Unfortunately, I already opened everything, but I'll go through it again just for you. The camera was not focused correctly when I did it the first time, so while I was witty and clever, it just wouldn't work. So the first thing I have is this device, which is a next-gen serial interface. And this is a different kind of TFT display for small devices like Arduinos or Raspberry Pis, in that you actually program the display rather than programming the microcontroller to put things on the display. And the way this works is you use a web-based application, and you write the configuration onto an SD card. You put the SD card in the display and power it on, and it reads the SD card and stores the quote-unquote program in flash memory. And then you take the SD card out, and every time you power on the display, it uses the same thing. So you can put background images on, you can put buttons on, you can put sliders on, you can put whatever you want on, and it will speak serial interface to your microcontroller, which makes programming it a breeze. So I'm going to try this as an external display for the weather station project that I'm working on. Also on the weather station project, actually a lot of this is the weather station project, is this, the Weather Arduino, or Weather Pi Arduino version 3 board. Now this isn't actually what I ordered. I ordered the one that doesn't have the Grove interfaces on it because I hate the Grove interfaces and I want to put things directly populated onto the board. So I will probably go ahead and try to use this, but I am going to dispute it on eBay because this is not the version of the board that I ordered. This is a SwitchDock Labs interface, and I'm going to go ahead and just solder headers on and use that, use it to try to read weather data off of my smartphone weather sensors, which are why there are RJ11 interfaces on the board. The boards come with, I can just toss that aside, come with these. I forget what version this is, and it's not written on there. 2305, maybe? This is a real-time clock, and conveniently, I remember how that goes on. It just pops into that header right there. So you can use real-time clock to keep track of the time, which for an Arduino makes a lot of sense. Not so much sense for a Raspberry Pi, because a Raspberry Pi should just talk NTP out to the internet and get the local time anyway. But we'll try this. This should be interesting. The SparkFun weather instruments, which I have down here on the floor, have a weather vane and an anemometer, which goes in one RJ11 interface, and a digital rain bucket, which goes in the other RJ11 interface. And then you write Python code that runs on the Raspberry Pi that will read the data off of I2C. So this will be a very useful interface device. I have an Adafruit, let me look, it's here somewhere. That's temperature humidity sensor, UV index, 16-bit ADC, no, headers, more headers. Here, this is the other thing that can go on this board. This is the ADS 1015 12-bit ADC to take analog and convert to digital. So you can wire that onto maybe this interface here. I don't know, I'll have to look at the website to figure out exactly which pins go to which of these which of these connections. But essentially you can take this and, I'll set this aside, you can take the ADC and you can take one of these, which is an Embedded Adventures lightning sensor, which speaks I2C, and connect this to the weather station, because the weather station, the SwitchDock Labs interface, can read these, which are essentially electromagnetic sensors that will detect lightning. This is a mod 1016 lightning sensor from, what did I say? Embedded Adventures. A little more expensive than the electromagnetic sensors that you can get from China off of eBay. But I think that the software that supports these is a little bit better. So we will see how that turns out. I will experiment with that this afternoon. I have a very nice Keysight, Agilent Keysight, call it what you will, U1253B OLED display. It's auto everything. It's absolutely a fantastic multimeter. I love it. This is so sexy. I love this to death. This is a great multimeter. But I don't want to take my good lab multimeter and throw it in my backpack and go to the maker garage over at work. I want to be able to just, casually throw something in the backpack and run around at work and not damage anything. So Dave Jones on the EEV blog reviewed this cheap $25 multimeter, and he took it apart and said, yeah, it's not that bad. So I ordered one, and it comes with these nice lead packages. I mean, this is not cheap wiring. This is fairly heavy gauge wiring on these leads, which is good. And so I got this one to toss in my backpack and use at work. And then the last thing for today on my messy bench is this. So Adafruit has started, Scott Shawcroft from Adafruit has started a Discord channel. And we were in a chat the other day, and Noah and Pedro were talking about their automated wire strippers. And I thought, oh, that would be really great because, I hate stripping a bunch of wire. And this is a pretty easy, simple way to strip wire in bulk. And it's not all that expensive. I think it's $24 or something like that. And this is the one that Noah Ruiz recommended. And so this is the one that I ordered. And we'll see how this works. This will be a nice addition to my lab, even though it's messy in here. Well, hey, that's Postbag for today. And if you liked it, like it, and feel free to subscribe. And if you didn't like it, feel free to, please nicely, tell me what I can do to improve. Thanks a lot.